Hey guys, Darkovika here, and today we're doing a very, very different video than what I normally do. It's been a really long time since I did a drawing video on this channel. Not that I'm very good at drawing. We should probably cover that right at the beginning. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to do fantasy maps. I don't know how to do any of this. This is literally just someone who doesn't know what they're doing literally ever, drawing fantasy maps for Inktober, which is basically obviously when I did this. Today's October 1st when I recorded this, and the thingamajig, the prompt for October 1st is ring. So I decided to do a fantasy map that was, structured around that theme of a ring. In reality, it's basically just a donut. I think that's the best way to describe this. It's just a gigantic donut. I thought that I would do a circular island with a massive lake in the center of it. And then that was basically my only plan going into this. I had no other plan. I had no idea what I was going to add to this. I had a couple references in a, map drawing book that I had on the side, and then I promptly forgot that and decided to draw my own thing. I almost lost footage because my laptop started dying, and then I derped and was like, oh, I'm not going to turn my laptop off. And then at one point I was like, I should probably go get my charger. So I had a lot of fun with the details in this. I, again, am not like an artist or anything. This works because it's all sketchy. If I was trying to draw very realistic buildings, this would 100% look a million times worse. I can get away with this because it's like a very sketchy type of map that relies very much so on me just sketching out everything. If it wasn't that, this wouldn't have turned out quite so nicely, which is debatable still, but basically, I really like drawing maps. Again, not insinuating that I'm good at it. I just, for some reason, really enjoy drawing these maps. It's really comforting for me, and it's really just something that I feel like it's okay if I'm bad at it. I don't need to turn it into something useful. It's okay if it's not like this amazing skill that I have. Yeah, I got really ridiculous with the with some of these details here. It gets worse too. If you think it's bad that I'm like slightly shading in every single tree in this area, it gets worse with the details. Details are insane on maps, and I still didn't put as many details as I wanted to on this map. Like, I could have definitely put more of these little trees every now here and there. Like, I really liked doing that. I thought that was a really great decision, and then I never did it again. Okay, if you hear Gamer Bust in the background, that's who's screaming. It's my fiance and his YouTube channel partner. They're playing House Party, so I can only imagine what horrible things they've done to the game. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this turned out overall. And I like this idea. I had like a little idea that there was just this little hut in the middle of a little tiny forest, the woods right outside this village, this castle. It was just a hut, maybe like Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. Like I had some interesting influences for some of the stuff that I drew in this. And I actually really liked how this turned out, even though I didn't do it right. If you were to inspect those standing stones, you'd realize that they don't make any sense in a 3D sense. I just sort of started doodling things. I really love this. I went with the idea that these are giant caves. They're like caves for giants because obviously they're much bigger than everything else on the map except for the gigantic donut lake. It's what it's called. It's called Donut Lake. And I really I'm like super pleased with how the details for some of these turned out because it just turned out really great. I had to stop recording a couple times for multiple reasons, but yeah, this turned out really cool. I really like how this tree turned out, like with the faint lining. It's just a massive tree. I was going to make it look like it faded into clouds, and then I realized that I didn't know how to do that. So then I just sort of lightly sketched in the leaves of that massive tree. Then I tried to draw a swamp and realized that my candle, my weeping willows kind of look like palm trees, and that bugged me a lot, especially that one. I was like, oh no, I'm drawing palm trees. I'm not drawing weeping willows. This is bad. And then I tried to fix it, and I don't know if I fixed it, but I thought this swamp turned out surprisingly nicely. Like, I was pleased, especially because I didn't actually have any references for the swamp. I just started doodling, which is 90% of this map. I'm sorry if you can't hear them. That's not gonna make any sense because they're just screaming in the background. What's better is it's like 10:18 at night. We live in an apartment, so bravo. Anyways, I've talked long enough for this, especially because there's only like a minute left. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this map. This was, the prompt was ring. I'm actually very, very proud of it. I'm surprised at how well it turned out. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.